take a dive, my demons deploy, yeah. Bam diggy bam bay. Hands in the air or shoot it sideways. Bam diggy bam bay. How many times I did it my way?
Hide the cookware in the kitchen cabinet. Coming at me, you better get your ratchet. My little shooter like AI, but he been missing practice. But he's still scoring on the ops and he's still hitting baskets. He with the action, still riding with a stick in traffic. So if it's smoke, he about to have your mama picking caskets. I came a long way from flipping on a pissy mattress. Now I smell the piss on them bricks when I rip the plastic. I move the powder on the side, it ain't talcum. Try to slide, you gon' die, you know the outcome. Before I even got signed or dropped the album, I was in the trap, Draco by the blinds like Malcolm. Diss me, I don't respond, I ain't gon' give you the exposure. With the semi in the holster, if the enemy approaches. Body shit every time Malcolm is sending me a folder. It's a rap for these rap niggas, literally it's over.
Please pick a side, I'll run from you, boy.
Big up the whole island massive. It's your boy, Cam Tang, Walt New, and your gal, Judge Jordy. What is bracking? What's up with that intro? You like that? Was that a good intro?
I like that, man. That was solid.
I mean, it's an intro. Like now, you know that this.
All right, now you give one, Jordy. Ready? Yep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Okay, how about you, Walter? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and.
What's up? Another episode of Development Meeting. We're live with Jordan, with Cameron, with punk ass Eric. We want to take your pitches. We want to give out some money. Damn. Eric, you want to put up that board?
I want to mute you already, but I'll put the board up instead. There we go. There's a board.
Come get this. Oh, the sanitized bag.
That's a board for all you newbies. If you get on that board, you're eligible to win up to $500. Five. Every Thursday we give out $500. Get on that board. You might see yourself some baggage money.
And Cam, do you want to tell them like how
Jordy,
to get on
I would
board?
love to. Thank you so much for that segue. Eric, why don't we throw up the graphic? We have a big old graphic for you guys because you don't listen to us.
Nope.
Fuck listening to us. We're just gonna let you read. You let us fucking tweet. You tweet us after the show and be like, "How do I get on?" Just fucking
tweet us. You sit out there and you tweet us.
It's like, dude,
all these kids is tweeting us.
All these kids.
Fine that you tweet if you have legitimate questions, but listen, just read, okay?
Here we go.
All right, and I'm gonna read it to you. Quarantine meeting guidelines to pitch. Video conference in at tiny.cc/aswest. Get your mic up. You don't need a webcam, but we do like to look at you. Make sure you have all your materials ready, okay? But we do the talking in adultswim.com chat only. Don't try to fucking DM us, okay? Don't. If you have videos, YouTube. All right? This is not a very easy way to get to us. I'm letting you know. I'm being honest. But reading this, I'm like, no wonder.
Hardly ideal.
No wonder you guys are having trouble. Okay.
It's not easy, but it's not easy to create a great show either. You know what I'm saying? This is this is the team. This is the team meeting. So it's a little more difficult.
And we need to release, otherwise you don't get money. So.
Yeah, I think somebody won a week or two ago and didn't leave a release. Sorry.
That's dope. That means they're paid.
Yeah.
I want to talk to them off topic, like fuck ideas.
We don't need your money.
Invest in my ideas.
Maya.
Walter, didn't you have something to say you wanted to say up top, or no? Am I tripping?
Nah, I didn't have anything in particular. I've got this glass. I've got some wine in here. I'm drinking wine for the first time on Development Meeting. I'm trying to class up the joint. This is a little bit.
I would have had some wine.
Yeah, Jody, run and get your wine if you like. This is a little Matt LeBlanc from the Friends Alps that I picked up.
Well, I just got this really dank Kush from BC. It's so dank, and let me tell you, I just did a vacuum bag sealed full of it. So I am lungs feeling heavy, but they are nugged. And you know, because we're able to work at our own hours, we get to be fucked up all day, right?
That's true if you microdose correctly.
Jordy's off LSD, so
You already broke out a grid. Like if you microdose at these particular times, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go.
Probably have a fun time. I'm just saying, plan your trips responsibly.
all right. Should we take a trip down fucking Pitch Lane right now, or what?
Pitch Boulevard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's take a pitch.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going, guys?
we got a duo.
Hey, yeah.
How you guys doing?
Dude, we're doing swell. We're posting a link to a video we'd like you guys to check out in the chat, and then we also have a pitch going along with it. If you could post the Google Drive link in there as well. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the video, we're posting the Google Drive link.
Are you Smash Mouth fan?
Yes.
Yeah, we're Smash Mouth fan.
Okay.
How do I share it?
You guys both agree that you like Smash Mouth? Both agree.
Yes.
Yes.
Name 5 songs.
Shut up, Eric. Shut the fuck up, Eric.
I'm Annalise. I'm young, hot, and single. I'm done playing games with these boys. That's why I need a daddy. The best part? There's no rules, because my real dad is out of the picture. Go to my profile to fill out the application. Anyone can apply. My only question is, will you be my daddy?
All right, so as you guys can see, we are on the search to find this one a daddy. And if you you can pull up the Google Drive document that we have in that folder for you. What we have here that we're pitching you guys is a 26-minute episodic reality TV series. And it's about 15 of the internet's most thirstiest dudes who are going to be led to believe that they're on a competition reality series, fighting for the chance to be admired and desired by Instagram's most elaborate thirst trap right here. And we're going to follow these dudes as they follow their dicks and move into a wacky mansion where they are put through an escalating series of provocative pranks and challenges to test the limits of their thirst. Yeah. And I know you guys are super big on comedy. So,
Yes.
Yes.
we got,
Agreed.
what was that?
I said agreed.
Yeah. And so we got some elements of comedy here laid out for you guys. One of the main sources we were thinking the comedy would come from is the contrast between like absurd, grotesque, and just like all these asinine pranks and challenges that we have in our head with the seriousness of which the contestants are going to be completing these challenges. So the contestants are under the guise that they're actually competing for her love, when in reality we're just going to be kind of pranking them and setting them up with some ridiculous challenges to see how far they're willing to go.
Tell us some challenges. That's where that's where it's made, it sounds like.
Do what? I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you.
Tell us some of the challenges.
Oh yeah, right on. So we have a few examples right there. One of the big ones that we're really excited about is we want one of the mansion to sort of be like able to be transformed, and so we can move the layout and stuff of it. And while they're asleep or at a challenge one day, we're hoping to turn the mansion into an escape room that they have to escape from. Some other things that we're really excited about is like a photo shoot. We're gonna like set up as if she's like an OnlyFans type girl, and that they have to like help her like direct and you know, set up a photo shoot for her foot fetish photos.
Photo shoot.
Yeah. Which is kind of like a play on a classic sort of challenge in a lot of these like love dating reality shows. A lot of the pranks and challenges come from that sort of space. Like we're trying to subvert a lot of what audiences have already seen and loved about so many of these like VH1 dating shows.
Yeah.
It's like I like these shows. Like you know, every now and then I'll get into one. Like I watch some of Love Island. I watch Love Is Blind. There's a few that I like.
You were on Blind Date, remember? You lost.
That's I think something that's a little bit, obviously a lot of it is casting, but these shows seem to come, the ones that work well with one big concept where it's like, hey, we're going to do this, as opposed to like, and look, it's for us, so I get why you try to make every challenge funny, but it almost seems like, hey, here's this one big concept and we'll let the people play around with it. This is kind of like, hey, kind of like joke challenges, and I do wonder if that's the best way to do.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Personalities, bring it out.
Yeah, my
So you're
thing is like, well, go ahead. Sorry, you had a question?
Well, I was saying, are you worried that they like will be in on the joke? Is the idea?
No, that I feel like a lot of, and look, you're right, we do comedy, and I think that's one of the tough parts about us doing a reality show, because we're almost like making the comedy happen. But not that they'd be in on it, that, like, for example, Love is Blind, the whole thing is you can't see the person, and then they get together and you have all this drama come out of that. This is like, hey, go through this challenge. You know, this is more like obstacle course type, not obstacle course. But I don't know.
I think what you're saying is kind of right. Like, you don't want the comedy to just be coming from one place. Like, you want it to be, you know, kind of diverse, and like, you know, what the host is doing. Like, are we laughing at Anna Lee? Are we laughing at what's? Sorry.
Sorry to cut you off, but if you guys go back up there, we have a couple more elements where we think a lot of the comedy would come from. And one of them that we didn't mention is that she's going to have like a specific voice style for her character that's kind of like this very ditzy but borderline like sinister persona that we think is kind of like a newer and interesting voice. It's something that she's like been working on in like captions of her Instagram.
Perfect. And like, look, I would say tap TF into that. You guys seem like you're very cool and online, and your personality seems cool, but I think, like, you know, what the difference between the Eric Andre show and just the show itself is, like, you have Eric Andre, right? And he's like this amazing sort of like fucked up host. Like, I would say Anna Lee, like, we should probably see some of that, or, you know, kind of like, I think a lot of these things too you can kind of do on your own a little bit, like shoot like a YouTube style video. But I mean, I guess that's why you're here.
Well, so to that point, actually, we were going to also just mention that to get things cracking, I know you guys are focusing a lot on content that we can like maybe take the money from right now and like kind of start working on in quarantine from the show and stuff like that. And so we kind of also have an idea for a web series that could be associated with this, where we could start the process now. It's sort of like a prologue of us filtering through like 30 or 40 of these guys on a webcam style show, kind of like DigiKiss or something like that, where they're doing online dates with her and they're getting like, you know, they're getting tricked or, you know, just convinced into doing.
Just kind of like pushing these dudes to the limit and kind of seeing like what I can make them do on camera. In a way.
Yeah, that's more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it on its face, it sounds, and I think you guys seem really smart and it makes sense. It feels a little more MTV than Adult Swim, but I like what you're saying in terms of, hey, maybe there's a way to like try this out in the quarantine. So, I mean,
let's put you on the let's put them on the board, and then like from here, I think, you know, we just see where it goes, because I think you're onto something. Like, aesthetically, it feels kind of in our wheelhouse, and like also what you guys are pulling from. I think it's a matter of we should probably see more, and if however you guys can do that, that'll be sweet.
So if I end up one on the board, maybe we can get into some more stuff. But it's good stuff. Like we have to judge it for Adult Swim, but in general, it seems pretty fun.
Great.
Have any of you ever heard of the show, The Joe Schmo Show?
Yes.
Yeah, that show was amazing.
Yeah, how many did that go? 1 season or 2 seasons?
It went 2, maybe 3. Like the first season, basically there was one person who thought it was real, and everyone else was in on the prank. The second season, they tried a man and a woman, and the woman figured it out in a matter of episodes, so they got her in on the prank too.
Right, it's
but
tricky.
I think they did a third season, which I didn't see, but that show was pretty great.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for calling, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that could also be on Quibi, MTV Quibi.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Listen.
Jordan, what's your favorite Quibi show right now?
Two Broke Girls is on Quibi, right?
I like when the.
You mean on Quibi or just in real life all day?
The show that I watched that I was like the most into was that show When the Streetlights Come On, which is like the murder mystery one.
I tried to watch like 3 and I haven't been able to get into them yet.
How about the one where they ripped off?
No. So.
But the one
Walter,
where
is
they
it
ripped off
because your
everything is
phone
terrible.
isn't big enough, or
I got a cracked screen. Is probably one
yeah,
of them.
see, that's not good for Quibi.
Like,
Quibi,
you know.
Quibi customer support. Like, what happens if my screen's cracked? What the fuck do you want me to do?
It's,
You know what I mean?
It's something that Castleberry's got to answer for.
What if my TV works and my phone doesn't work? How am I supposed to watch it?
They are making it so you can cast to your TV.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Can you AirPlay?
I think that's I think they're
Oh, what?
making
I
it
just
now
have
so
like
you can-
7 devices laying around. Is this what this is? Huh? All right.
Anyway.
Let's take another one.
I'll meet you in a Quibi.
What's up, Sleepy?
Hello.
Movies,
Hi.
What's going on?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, sorry about
Likewise.
that. Is that distracting?
No, it would be less distracting
You're not
if
gonna be looking at me
you
anyways,
blazed
really.
up with those black lights. Let's
Oh,
go.
They just help me, concentrate when I do stuff, when I
Wait,
paint and all that.
What? Nug
Yeah.
smoke or the black light?
Sorry?
Nug smoke or the black light?
Black light.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to send a link into the Adult Swim chat right now. I'm Sleepy Boy with the eyes instead of Y's.
How did you
Same.
get that name?
One day I was just thinking about how I love the word sleepy and I wanted to make it into a name, so I put an I instead of the name instead of a Y.
You ever heard of Sleepy Brown?
I've never heard of him. I just not heard of him. Who is he?
He's a dope singer.
He
Have you
sounds
ever
dope.
seen the movie Sleeper Cell?
I have not seen Sleeper Cell either. No. What is that?
Oh, it's a lit movie. You could probably watch it on one of the streamers.
I would love to. Well, I'm probably gonna watch that. Sorry, I'm
All
a bit
right.
nervous. People.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
me too.
Okay.
I'm like literally, I do this. Listen, Sleepy, if I could just talk for a second. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard. For about 3 years now, we've been doing this show, and I still get nervous. I used to have a little more diarrhea than I do now, but I still get nervous. So if that
sounds like a
helps
lot.
you, we're on the same page.
I'm glad that we're one. All right, so this is Karneval and Luci, and Karneval and Luci is this show I've been brainstorming about, and it follows the character Luci, who moved in with Karneval, who is this very erratic, impulsive figure, and his 2 roommates, Sleepy and Liv. And it follows these characters as they try to traverse their paradoxical lives with mods, which is what Karneval makes. And what mods are they're these everyday objects, sort of like, light bulb, a doorknob, whatever. And what he does is he uses them as conduits to give them these paranormal abilities, so which stimulates and progresses the plot of each episode. So, for example, one mod would be a doorknob like this. He would press it against a wall, and when he turns it, it makes that surface into a door which he enters. There's minor ones like that, and like major ones like a DVD player that takes you entirely into a movie that you watch and whatnot. And what they're supposed to be are this fun factor wild card trait of each episode to basically not only, again, stimulate the plot, but also be sort of this playground for these characters to interact and to roll off of each other. So what I'm trying to make is that the mods are this shiny glitter of the show, but the meat of it, the core of it, are the characters interacting and coming off of each other, dialogue, series arcs and whatnot, to sort of benefit from each other. So Luci can further explore his friendship with them, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Any questions? You want to keep going on, or you want to
keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. So the show, I see it thriving in 3 ways. Animation-wise, I see it as this sort of colorful, psychedelic adventure for something like Adventure Time. As a reference, I'm not like in totally Adventure Time, like something between Super Jail, Adventure Time, or Devilman Crybaby. That's how I visualize the animation. I see it thriving in action. I see it as an action adventure comic because it will sort of roll off of the animation and creating a lot of foreshortening to emphasize action and to use continuous long takes to make it seem more perspective driven, so that you can feel like it can make small things like punching someone feel. I can't describe this well enough, but to describe it, imagine foreshortening used in motion. And the third way I see it thriving is in comedy. I see it really dialogue driven, as to where these characters roll off of each other back and forth and whatnot, kind of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Archer, where the dialogue sort of, they show pockets of their personality as they speak to each other. So for instance, Karneval, he's more impulsive, he's more erratic, he's more driven, so he's going to be somewhat expressive, and he's going to be very all over the place when he's talking to people. Liv, she's very candid, but she's also very aggressive and vulgar and straightforward, so she will tell you how it is, but she'll call you a fucking cunt if you do. If Sleepy, sorry, oh, that was too much.
I'm just kidding, this is YouTube. You can
oh, okay.
you can sabotage the government on this thing.
Sleepy, he's very authoritative, but he's also lethargic and lazy. He's aware he's aware that he's supposed to be like this parent figure of everybody, but he's also like, I just want to be, I just want to enjoy time by myself. Luci, he's an artist, he's an aspiring artist, but he's also very anxious, and he's trying to come to terms with who he is, and he's trying to overcome everything to have confidence. I mean, those are just tiny snippets of their characters and whatnot.
Do you have an episode you want to kind of quickly take us through?
I would love to take you through an episode. So one episode I actually was thinking about, I've been thinking about a lot, was movie night. For movie night, I told you about the mod. It was a DVD player or VHS player that takes you into a movie. So he shows it to him. It's like, hey, it's a movie. They go inside the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. Sleepy, Luci, and Liv go inside the movie. They're interacting with it. Karneval's just, playing with the environment. He's enjoying everything. He's just running around. Luci's watching the movie as it progresses. Liv is trying to interrupt the movie. She's trying to punch the characters as they're talking to each other. She's trying to destroy the environment because she's trying to test how well the system is. And as they're exploring the movie, and as the movie goes along, Karneval introduces another mod. He just pulls out his coat. It's roller skates, rollerblades. What do they do? Well, when you put them on and you roll around, it's like, how Iceman, he flies around and glides. He just puts ice in front of him. It just starts gliding and shit. It's like that. It's roller skating around in the air. They're roller skating in space, going through the movie as it goes along. And next thing you know, Luci, he loses his roller skate. He's floating in space. Karneval, he's trying to go after Luci. Liv, she's fucking with the characters. Movie goes along. Karneval finds Luci. Luci's all panicked. It's like, what do I do? Karneval saves him, gives me another roller skate. And then Karneval and Luci, they're trying to go back to where the movie's about to end. It's about to get to that Stargate sequence, that giant psychedelic sequence which is coming at you. And then Liv, she's about to enjoy it. She's like, wow, this is about to happen. Karneval, Luci, this is about to happen. They go into it. They're just roller skating through the colors, the fluids, the meldings and whatnot, reverberation. I'm getting into it really fast. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I was just gonna say, your name doesn't really match your energy because you are fucking going cruising, dude. I like that. Sleepy turned into 100.
Thank you.
But listen, I like, you got some ideas, man, and I could see it. I could see that you know this shit pretty well. I'm still questioning, like, the mod part of it. Like, how much does this play into it, and why is it so important, I guess?
Well, it's supposed to be like a ground basis for the adventures that they have. Mm-hmm. And the whole mod part of it is supposed to be this evolving gadget, like not as in the gadget itself, but like evolving gadget section that eventually turns that. And as the series arc, I would imagine, is finding out what makes these mods, how does he make these mods, where do they come from, what's behind it, how is Sleepy, that omniscient, lethargic, authoritative character I just mentioned earlier.
Why are they so important to it, though? Like, it's important to get from one place to another, or?
It's important to Karneval because it's his work. It's what he does. That's what he does. That's his whole lifestyle. He makes these for himself and also for his friends to basically a goal that we don't know. Yeah.
So look, I think you put a lot of good work into this deck and even the pitch. My issue is, and it's something that we tend to see, and it's very high concept, and it feels like a lot of it is just on this concept, and you're getting into the characters, but like, if you're gonna go this high concept, which is like, it's fine, you got to put the same work into the characters, into us understanding how they move and like getting us invested. Because a lot of times with these high concept things, and we see a lot of them, you get this crazy concept, you're like, that's wow, but it's tough to get invested in because it's so up here, and you don't have the characters to really take you through it slowly. So that would be my advice to you. You have a concept I think you clearly get, but now you got to get us, give me one character that can really walk me through this thing and make me understand it.
Like one thing we tell people is to think about how to explain your show in at least a sentence to two, you know, and like.
Could you do that? I'm curious. Could you like, hey, here's a log line for this show.
The what?
So a log line is like a
the
descriptor to explain your show. Like, how would you explain the show to your mom and like with her or family or whoever getting it, you know, with just that one sentence or two?
Rick and Morty knockoff. Not that, but it would be. I guess it would be Luci, an aspiring artist, joins a group of friends who are used to a paranormal lifestyle.
Okay. I mean, the thing is like, you know, when I think, sorry, Walter, what did you say?
No, go ahead.
I mean, like within that log line, you know, it's not like it's jumping out of off the page, and not that it needs to, but like the interesting part of your show should be like at the forefront, and however you explain this mod thing, I think it seems like that is what you're kind of like you're honing in on as the most interesting part of the show. Like that needs to, you know, be simplified, I think.
Okay. So you would say like put more into the characters then.
Yeah, I think
concept.
Right. I think like, okay, when I
love one of them, you know, that's just true. Like, you know,
like I think what I don't know why I was thinking this, and there's probably no correlation, but I was thinking of Pokemon when you were talking about your show, and just because it's like, okay, when you break down Pokemon, the first entryway is like you love Ash, and then you realize he's got this fucking pet friend Pikachu who you're really into, and then you get into the ball that like catches fucking animals, and then you battle them, and then you're like, oh my god, right? Like if you don't have Ash and Pikachu, then the ball and catching animals and the fighting is just gonna not be enough. Okay. So
but this is good. This is good. You're definitely on the board. And I think you should keep working on it. I don't think you're head around. I think you just need to figure out how to kind of distill it more, because you might have it. It's just tough for us to get. So we'll put you on the board, but you should keep working on it and call back in.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
Sleepy, you got a good brain.
Thank you. You have a great face.
Hey. Thank you, Sleepy.
Sleepy.
All right.
Sleepy
Where on the board would you like to place that?
2.
Let's take a look.
I mean, there's 2 of
in
them
a
up
half
there,
hour. Right? Yeah. Well, maybe you liked it number 1.
Eric, we love your boy. All right.
If you had to work
Eric,
with
Jordy, are you on mute?
Eric, if you got
Why?
a show. Jordy's on mute?
There's background noise.
Jordy's gardener showed up. All right, that's okay. But if you want to pop in, I'll look up for your mic. What were you saying, Walter? Should we take another one, or did you want to flame Eric?
No, I was going to flame Eric, but I can hold off for a few minutes. Let's bring someone else.
All right. Let's try Madeline here. She tried last week, but no audio. Let's see if it's right.
2.
Madeline, you stay on my mind. You are my fantasy. What's up?
Hi, can you hear me this time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Great.
It's kind of ironic that you're being on to have all that music equipment and couldn't get your mic working last time.
Yeah, well, that's the computer, and this is like.
Oh yeah, that's the work. You know? Got it. Okay. All right. Sorry. What's going on? Thanks for calling back.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me pitch you. I have this idea for a show. Maybe I can just show you my animation style first.
Hell yeah.
Where do I, in the chat here?
Yeah, in the Adult Swim chat.
Oh, the Adult Swim one, or?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You dropped it on here.
Well, there is a YouTube link here.
Oh, Madeline dropped it in the
yeah, I could have clicked on it. I don't. What?
So like the concept of this show is really, I have like kind of a short attention span. So everything's kind of like constantly changing, and really it's just an excuse to put a bunch of like short clip form content together. But the overarching story is about, it's reflecting my experience as a trans woman a lot. If you've ever read the Ursula K. Le Guin novel, Those Who Leave Olmos, it's about a utopia, but in order to have this utopia, you need to have the suffering of one person their entire life, and they have to do it voluntary. So like, I'm taking that concept as a person who goes through life as a man who is unsatisfied with life, and everyone around him is super happy. And he's starting to lose his mind. He encounters this chaos demon. His best friend is a fly that just buzzes around because he has no one else to talk to. Entropy comes, takes him to this other world, examines his brain, reveals he gets to live his life as a woman and as like satisfied doing the things he wants to do, his career. And everyone else around him is ultimately way more miserable than he's ever been, right? And so her problem at that point is whether she stays in the world where she's satisfied and true to herself, but everyone else around her is miserable, or if she stays in the real world and accepts that she's just going to be sad.
Do we have the animation that we can look at?
It's on that YouTube link, right?
Yep. Yeah, Eric, are you able to play that?
I sure am.
Okay. Also,
I don't really have a sense.
Can we hit pause really quick, Eric? Because I think Madeline, you were muted while your piece was playing. Did you have something?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It mutes when we show stuff, so automatically. So anyway,
Look,
what were you doing?
It's really creative. I'll say that much. It held my attention completely.
Yeah.
It's tough to find the comedy. Like, we're really looking for comedy, but it was very artistic, and it almost made, I don't know if you
have a comedy cartoon.
But it made me think a little bit of, I don't know if you've ever seen Off the Air, which is a show we have.
Yeah.
It made me feel like it might be able to fit in there more so, because the stuff we're looking for is just so comedy centered. But it's really well done and creative. Like, I could have watched that animation for a while. I don't know what
and you animated that?
Yeah.
That's great. And like your art speaks very true to what, and you described it beautifully too, by the way. I think, like Walter's saying too, if you have you thought about doing like a narrative type show, or is this kind of more abstract?
Well, it's kind of, and it's, can I show you another cartoon real quick?
We can't keep.
Oh, okay. But it's kind of autobiographical elements in it, where I put in little elements, like stories of my life in the past.
Can you drop it in the chat?
And weird shit happened, but anyway.
Yeah, can you drop it in the chat?
Yeah. This one's not animated as well, but it's got the story there.
Cool.
We should show this to Dave Hughes, who runs Off the Air, and see what he thinks.
Okay.
But it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. Hey,
we'll check this out. We just can't take 2 pictures from people.
What shirt are you wearing?
This is a baby metal T-shirt.
Okay. I was gonna say, Eric, how many of those do you have in your closet in assorted colors?
No baby metal, but many similar looking logos. Yes.
Okay.
What was the name of the
we're
pitch
just-
again?
Not a baby metal fan. They're the shit, man. Oh,
Yeah, Eric.
You can share.
First on here.
What was the name of the pitch again?
Eric still listens to Mushroom Head. He hasn't gotten into black metal.
I can't even play along with that one. I can't even play along with that, Cam.
Yeah. So excuse him. He wishes he was black metal.
Yep. Totally did.
All right. Well, thank you for calling again, Madeline.
You're on the
Well,
board.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, call back sometime. Yeah, I mean, where do you put that? 2, 3? I don't think it takes 1. 2.
Yeah, it's tough.
2, because even though it might not be for us, I do think there may be a space for it somewhere in the network. I think air is an interesting question.
Yeah. I like the way that he explained the whole piece too. It was like very personal, and look, you got to come from a speaking the language. And
I'm almost done with this Matt LeBlanc Friends wine. By the way, Friends coming to HBO Max, which is dropping next month. We're required to promote that. So.
Soon.
No, we're not. Especially not drunk.
The Friends reunion won't be on there. Start. But
John Stanky is really asking you to be drunk and
It's who's giving Walter the wine. It's Friends, HBO Max.
What was the name of Madeline's pitch?
Walter doesn't have any.
Take off that Kobe Bryant shirt. You weren't a Kobe fan.
Let's do another call. Let's do
All
another
right.
call.
What was the name of that last pitch? I didn't catch
Entropy.
it. Entropy. That's right. Okay.
I was more of a Vujicic fan.
You're a Celtics fan.
Hell no.
All right. Damn.
All right, Eric,
I
now
had one
explain
picked
to us-
out, but they're gone now. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
All right.
Take your time.
All right.
Explain
all
to us
right,
what
all
you're
right,
gonna do
all right.
inch by inch. Now I'm gonna pick up my axe. Now I'm gonna hit slam a drop D chord and make the head go bang bang and the jun-juns go jun-jun-jun-jun. What's up, McGettigan? Is that what you look like? That's what you look like.
Yep.
You know who Michael Finnegan is?
I don't.
All right.
Michael Finnegan, all cinnamon, all cinnamon, all cinnamon, all men are friends.
So I put the link in the chat for you. So it's got so it's got a pitch image, and then it's got a YouTube video right below it.
Stand by. Got it. Oh God. Stop.
Eric is the fucking development meeting crossing guard.
And
all he does is just hold on.
Oh.
All right. Come on.
Cool. So this is a show for just for your Instagram.
Oh shit! I like that.
So it's just 15 to 30 second. Primarily, you could put it in your Instagram stories, and it's about athletes grappling with league shutdowns. And I made a pilot, which is right below this image. If you scroll down.
Okay.
See that? There's the
Okay.
And it's formatted to be if you hit play. Or,
Hang on, I have to copy the link. That's the only way this works, just to make it more difficult. Can you post it as a separate? Oh, damn it!
Let me post it as a YouTube video.
Yeah, please do. You guys just got my desktop for a few seconds here.
You ain't got one window open?
Well, I've been closing everything because it crashed on me last week. Okay, this will work. Stand by.
Stand by for Eric.
I'm sorry, Mr. Caruso. I'll never set a bag of lettuce on the floor again.
Looks like you're the vegetable now.
Hey everybody, Hall of Fame point guard John Stockton here. I just wanted to let you know I've spoken with the NBA and it sounds like they're doing everything they can to get the game started again.
Wow, you're John Stockton. Can I have your autograph?
How'd you get past security?
Hey everybody, it's Utah Jazz basketball player Rudy Gobert. I just wanted to say I'm really sorry I gave everybody coronavirus, okay?
Hi everyone, John Stockton here again, and I just wanted to talk to you about some of the exciting new renovations the Jazz have done at their arena.
Wow, are you John Stockton? Man, I'm a huge fan. I grew up watching you.
Hey LeBron, when do you think the NBA will come back?
So that's the show. So it would just be 15-second skits for your Instagram or your Instagram stories.
Listen, McGettigan, you've been working on stuff for I don't know how long. We've seen so much of your stuff, and I will say each time it improves, which is exactly what you want. You would hate it if it went the other way. I think this is one of the things that we could definitely pass along in-house and see if there's a place for it. I love, personally, I'm not going to step on Walter's basketball turf toe, if you will. But hello, who's the real fucking NBA fan now? I'm a real guy. No. Who is that? Nobody even knows who that is. This is Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Now that's paper. So listen, McGettigan, I think you are so close into finding of your voice, and I just implore you, keep working at it. I really, really think you will figure it out if you just keep making shit.
Cool.
Look, I'm impressed that Cam used the word implore. I don't like the Utah Jazz, but I respect them and I respect what you're doing here. I do think it's an interesting choice to go with Malone and Stockton. Obviously, they're very famous, but you got Donovan Mitchell, you got the newer guys to work with. It was funny enough, but it does run the same thing. And when you're doing something, particularly for us, when you're doing something like that, it's gotta extend beyond knowing who these athletes are. And I think some of it works because I know who they are. But I agree with Cam. You're on the path to something, and you need to keep fiddling with it. We can pass it on.
Yeah, because I was thinking about your stuff the other day and how much time you put in, and with all the respect in the world, because keep going. But I think it's if you look at whoever your favorite sort of comedic or whoever voices that you admire, they all have a specific thing that you can point to and describe to your friends pretty easy. Eric Andre, Joe Pera, Justin Roiland, or whoever, all of these people do a thing the best. It's not like anything else. So I would just say keep traveling down that path.
Keep working the basketball stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you got to make sure it registers if you don't know who Rudy Gobert is, you know what I mean? You got to make sure it's still hitting. And a lot of it is just I'm Rudy Gobert here. I'm John Stockton here. So good stuff though, man.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate you always watching my stuff and everything. So,
dude, always keep calling, man. We're on you.
You think the Jazz would have made the playoffs this year?
Hey, you think I could fucking
they would have
dunk
made
on
the
you?
playoffs. I don't know about out of the first round, but yeah, they would have made the playoffs. But
all right.
Hey, you think you could dunk on me or what? Nope. Next.
No, probably not.
Next.
He had the Karl Malone dunk. You guys don't know. I don't know what it's called when he puts his hand behind his head. Back in the 80s, that was next level. He fucking dunked like it's fucking crazy.
I really like the Utah Jazz.
Where do you want to put that on the board?
You would, Jordy. You would.
I like turtles.
No.
Who's your favorite player?
No, it's just I like the idea of the team.
Ugh. It's I like music.
They weren't from Utah. Why
Hey, I'm a music fan.
Because they used to be from New Orleans and they got moved.
All right.
Guys,
yeah, which I think is really
jazziest
interesting.
place
I
on earth.
understand.
Why are they called
I know
the
my
Lakers?
Utah.
Jordy, why are they called the Lakers?
because I used to be in Michigan where there are a bunch of lakes. Somewhere in
Minnesota.
somewhere in the Midwest, Minnesota. Sorry,
Minnesota.
land of 1,000 lakes, wherever that was.
Minnesota. All
I'm
right.
I love music, guys.
Great.
But listen, don't ask me for a fucking band name.
You can ask me about
What was the band name you dropped before? Mushroom Head?
Fucking Mushroom. Oh shit, Derek in the building.
Oh hey, what's up?
Derek, what time is it, man?
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's fucking let's get this bread time, baby.
No,
Oh right, yeah.
I
Hey
like
Jordy.
your background. Hello.
Yeah, I got my tropical drink. And then
That's what I thought. I thought it was supposed to be like
If
margarita
I do this,
o'clock or something.
kind of looks like I'm pouring the drink.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the same cup, but you know what I mean. It's
Yes.
kind of like that.
It's implied that you're boozing a
Your mic
delicious
is
cocktail.
very professional.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Do you game?
No.
Do you Truth Point?
I do that. Yeah, I got this mic for Truth Point and for doing my pitch here on this program, of course.
Thank you. What's up, man? You got an idea? I'm very curious.
I sent you this pitch. I sent you and Walt this pitch on
Oh yeah.
on
Let's run
Twitter.
that.
And I was hoping
should
maybe we
just
could
say
take a look
that.
at that. Yeah.
Let's see if it works. I told you to do a YouTube link, but it's fine.
I don't have it on YouTube.
Eric's the Rodney Dangerfield of producing shows.
That's true. Zero.
What are you doing?
All right. I
That was my
believe we'll see
Rodney.
if it works in screen sharing. It might be. It might come through kind of slow for you guys, but at least the people at home will be able to see it.
It's gonna be slow for you if this doesn't work.
Oh.
New to Twitter.
All right.
Eric, you're on Twitter. What the
Just got on Twitter.
Oh.
I've come up with a brand new
Oh,
TV
man.
series pitch. I need money. It's called. It's fine. You don't need to hear the pitch because I actually have an
Well, don't talk over
entire.
it. Wait. Everyone else can hear it though. Let's let it roll.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Everyone else can hear
Stand
it.
by.
I've come up with a brand new TV series pitch. I need money. It's called Web Cops, and it takes place entirely. The set kind of looks like this. There's a laptop. There's like a main character, me, played by me, and you can just film it today. You can film it during the coronavirus time because all you need is a guy filming it with his phone, just like I'm doing. You need a guy with a laptop, just like I have. You need a guy, me, and it's called Web Cops. And basically, it's about guys. It takes place like in a different universe where guys like me are investigating crimes that take place on the computer, which is actually based on kind of a personal history of me. I used to do this thing where I would go through people's accounts and I would find if they'd made a post that I didn't like, and then I'd reply to them. I'd say, "Fuck you, bitch." And it's gonna be kind of like that. I'm gonna be searching for criminals, kind of like they're gonna be criminals inside the web, and then but it takes place in an alternate reality. It's called Web Cops, and it's like it's different. I have a special gun, and I point it at the screen. I shoot it into the screen, and it comes out of their screen. It blows up their head. It kills them in real life.
All right.
Okay, so that's my basic idea, as you heard perhaps or didn't hear, is Web Cops, and I kind of described it. That's sort of the general overview right there, but I actually do have a professional, fully developed pitch I would like to maybe run through as quick as I can, and
Cool.
just kind of give you like more of an additional taste of sort of what's been kicking around in my head. I've come up with a brand new TV series. Okay, so this is Web Cops, and I want everybody to just notice really quick that it says copyright instead of copyright.
I appreciate that.
So you as development guys are probably asking, what is Web Cops? Web Cops is a TV show about web cops. It will be filmed using a variety of webcams and enhanced with computer graphics. And it basically takes place mostly through these computer screens on websites and in the world of web cops. Here we see sort of the digital shore. This is not my artwork. In the present day, we're experiencing a plague, world-famous coronavirus. Now, imagine if we were quarantined long ago. How would the world be different? In another world, that just means like a different, it's like alternate reality, basically. Society has been quarantined for many generations. And basically, they've made it so that the web is more important than IRL. And then you get like, you know, the web is really the only place people can actually interact. So the Federal Bureau of Online enlists new enforcers to make sure that everyone has a good time. These are called web cops. Also, there are special guns that can shoot guys through the computer and kills them in real life.
I love that.
So you might be thinking, how about characters? Do you have any of those? Well, I thought of Characters Welcome, the famous
USA.
TNT USA catchphrase. I got some characters. Let's talk about the main character. His name is Cash. It's a reference to computers, and it's played by me. He's the main character. He's a web cop. What else have we got? We've got a second character, played by a different guy. Also wears glasses. Who else? Oh, look, it's Emily. She plays the girl character. That's 3 characters already. That's really all you need for a TV show. But what else? Do we have some bad guys? In the darkness, there lurks... Yes, that's right, villains. Many different stripe of villain, from celebrities to real-life villains. What are their crimes? They're trolls. They're flaming people. They're hacking. You know, they're pirating GIFs. These are real-life crimes. But in the world of web cops, they're much more serious. So their punishment, jail, death. Okay. Other characters can be played by guys from Fiverr.com. Literally, you can pay somebody $5. We can get them on the show. I mean, we can, yeah, as you can see, you even have someone that can impersonate the famous Stewie Griffin. If we want to do some kind of crossover thing, just like on a cheap budget.
No.
It's just a possibility.
Hey,
so what are the? Well,
yeah, sorry.
I've got so much more, Cam.
No. Listen, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I know Eric's gonna try to physically fight you if we go over
wrap
these
this
next
shit
5.
up.
So I want to, because I think I think I'm understanding it enough, but I want you to take me through how like you see like an arrest go down or what your day to day is.
So basically, there are people on these different websites. You know, they're in their home, but they're doing crimes on websites like Tattle, Friendzone, Newsbot, The Dark Mart, and I, the web cop, use my virtual avatar to go to those websites, and I apprehend them at the site, the location of their offending posts. And I encounter them through the web screen.
Okay.
Is that making sense?
Yeah.
And when you encounter them, are you like, I already know you're guilty, I'm taking you in, or is it a confrontation? Like what happens?
Yeah, I'm curious to see an example. Like, show us where you see something like a troll online where you fucking throw them against the lockers.
Well, I was gonna say, you know the world, you know the characters. How about the story? And then I have this slide. Web Cops, episode 1. but the thing is, I did not have time to finish this part.
Oh fuck!
But if I could quickly maybe I can convince you anyway about the bottom dollar, which is oh, I forgot I put the spinning animation there. It's cheap, 100 episodes of this for 1 episode of Rick and Morty, pretty good deal. All right, it's easy. We can film it at home. Most of the work's gonna go to the editor. That's one guy. It's not hard. Successful. People love shows about cops. And finally, the logo once more, Web Cops, and then it spins, and then we go to this.
The bigger logo. Oh, a lot of them.
Yeah,
And like
right.
the little ones.
And then that's the last one right there.
I like the green one.
Green sounds
Yeah, the green's good.
I
like
mean,
the art
I
in
don't,
general.
I don't know if that convinces you. It's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of screens. There's going to be graphics. There's going to be some editing, and there's going to be webcams, and it's going to kind of all exist in what I call a matrix.
Right. Listen, it's funny, man. I'm curious how it actually, like, an episode goes down. I guess maybe that's what we have to pay to see, but I'm like, I don't know, like, where this lives, but I would guess Web Cops that live online. I don't know where you like, where would you want to see it?
I want to be able to access it through the very same screens that the Web Cops themselves. The web, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. I'm trying to be poetic a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if the people in the chat appreciate that.
I think it's a really fun concept to watch you go around and like bust people for whatever through the computer screen. I mean, it's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
What was that movie with Bruce Willis where everyone's
Die
like,
Hard. It's called Die Hard.
No, stop it. It's the one where
12 Monkeys.
I don't know. It's the one where everyone's like an avatar and there's like a serial killer. Do you not remember him?
He's talking about Avatar.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is it Avatar?
It is not Avatar.
It's like an Avatar. It was Avatar.
If it's called Web Cops, I'm fucked.
No, it's not. But it's like it's like.
Is it Die Hard 2?
It is not.
It's the one he did with Kevin Smith and Tracy Morgan. That was it.
Oh, Tusk. Kevin Smith did Tusk.
Go ahead.
All right, well, we got to
guy
dig this
from
board
House of
up.
Cards.
Anyway, I enjoy that. That was like a fun little, and I like this because I think Surrogates. Bam.
Yes.
I want to watch Surrogates
Yeah,
from
we've all seen
2009.
it.
Classic.
The name of my show is better than that.
I mean,
It is.
It's not a good
Surrogates
movie.
makes you think of
It's not a
pregnancy
good
or
movie.
something.
All right, bye,
Well,
Derek.
Listen, Derek, that was great. I still want to see a situation and how you bust somebody. I want to see how you and Emily and who's the other guy with glasses? I want to see how you guys
Dr.
interact.
Branson.
Dr.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, I want to know how you keep it from getting too repetitive of like pull up, bust them. Like I'm curious how you mix it up. But I think it's interesting. I think it's
I think most of the conflict is internal, right? It's about whether or not I'm going to use my special gun to shoot them through the computer and kill them, and they have to beg for their lives.
Yes.
All right, I have to beg for the show to end now. Let's divvy up this bag.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Derek. It was
Thanks,
fun.
Derek.
Thanks, guys.
I want to see an episode. I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about like cop-based shows. Can it break from that?
Ooh.
Procedural.
He's telling you it takes place on the web, Jordy.
I
Is there
understand
something
that,
that's not
yeah.
adding up to you?
I know it takes place.
Have
on
you
the web,
ever
but are the
seen
beats-
Have you seen a cop on the web before?
I just gave you Surrogates. I'm just saying. Surrogates was a serial killer.
Die
cop.
Hard too with a
cops are
vengeance.
online. Cops are online. They're looking at
And they're online.
They will arrest you.
Wait, who are you talking? Kamala Harris?
No, she's online. She's definitely online.
I'm not a cop.
All right, how do you want to divvy this up?
All right, what do we got?
I didn't laugh.
Web Cops was the best concept.
Yeah.
Do we
He didn't
really
have
give
the-
Derek money though?
He didn't have the story though, so maybe we put that to the side because it's Derek and he.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
because it's like
so.
it's like he still is making stuff, so I put him. in that category, but also I want to see it. So maybe we just size these 3 up and see if we can
Or
figure
4.
out something
I don't know.
there.
With sports guys, I threw in and we didn't say where that fell yet. So
That was the Instagram.
yep, the
one.
Gettigans thing. So this is not in any sort of order yet.
I still got "Will You Be My Daddy" first, even though it didn't feel completely right for us. There was some potential there.
Yeah, I mean, it was the only one that really had like characters and story kind of figured out.
Sometimes also it just feels cool. Like they feel like they're like cool people that you'd want to see on TV because they seem different, you know? So there's that. I'm gonna give you just a straight up
Cam's cool point.
I'm gonna go off.
If you're
I'm gonna put my
That guy looks like me, I'll give him money.
I'm gonna put my development hat to the side for once and not hit you with some stupid ass notes. Hey, they seem cool. I want to see cool people.
That sounds
When's
like
the last
the
time you wanted to see a
development
lame ass basketball player throw a dunk? Never.
It's
Never.
fun. I like seeing people dunk, man.
But you like seeing cool people dunk.
All right. What about for the other 2? Who lives?
Karneval
who
and
dies?
Luci, which one was that one?
That was the one about the guy with all the lights in his background.
Concept. What was Entropy again?
That was the
Madeline's
woman,
animation.
like the kind of trippy, more off there kind of.
And I got Karneval third, but
Yeah, that's what I would, I guess.
So Entropy.
Unless are we gonna just not even consider sports guys? Because sports guys, I feel like kind of goes above Karneval and Luci to me.
But I can be fine with that.
So I would put probably and then
Sports
guys
guys.
third. And I'm not gonna do the money this week.
Man, today was a good one though. I liked all the stuff. I'm actually sad Karneval's not on.
Do the money.
I don't want to do the money.
You want Karneval on?
I think they're all worthy of being on. It was a good day today.
You can pick if who's the third
Really
spot.
good day.
You can pick who's the third spot then.
No, I mean McGettigan's the guy. I just feel like, we've seen a lot of his stuff.
Okay.
I
Can we
feel
give it
like
to
the
this
next
other guy?
one could be a
Let's
different
go.
bag.
Let's go 265. Who will be my daddy? Woo, I put myself in a hole now.
Yep. Got to do some math now.
Let's go 150 for Entropy.
Okay.
Jordy, can you help me here?
Yeah.
I can't.
And then it would just be 85. It would just be 85 for sports.
There it is.
Okay, cue the fucking solo. All right. That'll do it. Good game today, folks. You got anything to say? Sorry, Walter, your mic keeps cutting in and out.
I took off my headphones because they were cutting in and out, but maybe it's just my mic in general. But thank you, everybody.
It might be your breath, but
Could be
who
my
knows?
breath.
We could figure it out next time.
My breath will not cut it out.
Every Thursday.
Yep. Call in.
Says our video is missing, and also it says that we're Truth Point on adult.
Why is Eric's playing Oscar music? It better. Anyway, all right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Who wanna die? My gun kill for joy. Come take a dive, my demons deploy. Yeah. Bam diggy bam bam diggy bam bay. Hands in the air or shoot it sideways. Bam diggy bam bam diggy bam bay. How many times I did it my way?
Hide the cookware in the kitchen cabinet. Coming at me, you better get your ratchet. My little shooter like AI, but he